How's it going, kiddos? Handsome Jack Boy here, bringing you guys the 5th and final episode of my Borderlands Underdome 2.0 Unique Weapons Guide. And the reason why I say the final episode is because this is the last gun that there is to cover in this custom DLC. The gun being the Chère-amie. I believe that's how you pronounce it. It is a French name, but the Chère-amie is a unique Malawan sniper rifle. And the prefix for mine is Miss Moxxi's Corrupt Chère-amie. The prefix for you guys might change. Now, as you can see, the red text is in French, so I can't really read it. I don't want to try reading it and just make a fool of myself. I just don't know any French, but in English it translates to, I am delighted, where is the library? Now, just like with the Creamer, the last gun that I covered in this series, this gun does not share any of its special effects with its Borderlands 2 counterpart, which means that it's kind of its own gun. They really don't share anything in common apart from the name and red text. That's about it. At least I think so. Now, I really don't know what the special effect is for the Borderlands 1 version of this gun, but all I know is it has a damage and critical hit damage bonus. It also, as you can see, has a slow fire rate. But once we get to the gameplay, you guys will see that this thing is actually kind of a balanced weapon, unlike all the other Moxxi guns that I've covered in this DLC. It's not overpowered, like, at all, which is crazy. But anyways, that's really all I can say about the special effect. I did forget to mention, though, that this gun, along with the other Moxxi guns in this DLC, do not heal you like the Moxxi guns on Borderlands 2. I just want to point that out, just in case some of you guys were wondering. Another thing, you can actually get this gun in other elements, not just corrosive. The one I got happened to be corrosive, so that's just something else I wanted to kind of point out. But anyways, let's move on to how to actually obtain this thing. Now, when you enter the DLC, talk to Moxxi. She'll have a chain of missions for you, and completion of the last mission of this chain rewards you with the Chère-amie. Now, basically, these missions task you with collecting tickets. I've already explained how to collect these tickets in previous episodes of this series. I just feel like I don't need to explain how to get them again, because at this point, you should already know how to if you've been, following along with these guides. But for the last mission, you have to collect 1,000 tickets, which can take you a while. It really can take you a while. And if you add up all of the tickets you have to collect for the other missions that you had to do to get to this mission, that's a lot of tickets. And in my opinion, it's not worth going through the hassle of collecting all those tickets for this gun. Trust me, it's not worth it, alright? I was expecting this thing to just absolutely wreck face, because it's the last gun that you get from doing all of these missions. That on top of the fact that the other Moxxi guns in this DLC are just amazeballs. Then you get your hands on this thing, and it's like, what the hell is this crap, It really isn't a bad weapon. It's just, if you look at it from the perspective that I'm looking at it from, comparing it to the other Moxxi guns, it's bad. But if you don't look at it that way and you don't compare it to anything else, it's not a bad sniper rifle. It really isn't. It's definitely the most balanced out of all of these guns. The damage is okay. It's pretty mediocre. The accuracy is decent, although I found myself having trouble hitting these enemies. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my aim. I'm not sure. It got a little bit frustrating, though. The fire rate, on the other hand, is what really just sets this thing back, in my opinion. You might be able to find one with a better fire rate, but the fire rate on mine is just straight up terrible. Even with skills and class mods to increase it, it's still meh. Now, right here, I switched to the heavy gunner comm, and of course, it does make the gun do better, but it still doesn't impress me enough. And Dope Fiend, if you're watching this, you gotta buff this thing, man. Either that or nerf the other Moxxi guns. If you guys don't know who Dope Fiend is, by the way, he is the creator of the Underdome 2.0, and that just reminded me, I forgot to mention this at the beginning of the video, but if you want to download the Underdome 2.0 custom DLC, there will be links in the description. You are going to need Oasis first, which is basically just a map hub to most, if not all, custom DLC for Borderlands 1. And that's also going to be in the description. But anyways, I think that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this video, guys. This is the last episode yes, it feels really good to, complete another series of mine. I do plan on revisiting my Borderlands 2 E-Tech guide, try to finish that up. Also, a couple other series like my loot chest locations guide and glitch guide. So again, that is pretty much going to wrap it up. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'm out of here. Peace!